Hello everyone and welcome to GamerPod Minis. That's what I'm calling it for now. I do not know if this is going to be something that is going to stick, but that's what I've decided on for the time being. The whole concept of this series is basically it's just a mishmash of Let's Plays and GamerPods, since it's very hard to organize GamerPod with Aaron and Matt. So I'm just going to do this GamerPod Minis in the meantime. And I'll sometimes have Aaron and Matt, and today I'm having Tex join me that you guys may know from the Payday 2 Let's Plays.
Hey guys.
Hey. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to have gameplay footage in the background, and I'll try and edit out as much of the failures or whatever that I have in that, so that you don't have to watch me screwing up too much, because I know it irritates me when I'm watching Let's Players play games and they screw up a lot. And I guess it's hard to blame them, because I know from basically my own personal experience when I try and do Let's Plays, it's hard to commentate and play a game at the same time, especially if you're trying to, play well. It's basically trying to multitask, trying to do two things at once. But today what you're going to be seeing is me playing some Splinter Cell Blacklist like I said I would, like last year. I haven't done a single episode since then, so God, it's been way too long. I was hoping to actually get the whole series done by last year sometime, but things happened. I can't remember what, but a lot of things happened. So I'm going to finish it off now and hopefully get Watch Dogs done when it comes out, maybe. Hopefully that doesn't take me a year as well.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah, I can't wait to actually play that. I suppose we can talk a bit about Watch Dogs if you want, Tex.
Sure. I've only seen, to my dismay, the cost of all the physical packs and stuff, but I mean, it looks like a very promising game. I've seen the in-game trailer, and obviously it's going to be biased to highlighting all the best stuff, but I mean, all that shit's right up my alley. And I mean, if it's at a reasonable price when it comes out, I guess, and it's got all that, I think they've got another customer. So yeah, sure, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I don't know, because the thing is that on Steam it's like about $60 US just for the basic game, and then it's about $70 US for the deluxe edition. And one major concern I had about the game was because it's from Ubisoft. I'm a bit concerned about the whole optimization of the game itself for PC, but I do recall, I think it was like one of the developers or creators or whatever, they did mention that the game was primarily targeted for the PC, like it was dealing with that. So that's a good sign, I suppose, and hopefully that does help with the optimization. It doesn't end up being something like a bit of a Call of Duty Ghosts, where they had these ridiculous specs, mainly because it wasn't really that optimized. It was just a whole lot of unoptimized crap that they needed a lot of brute computing power just to overcome. It was just terrible. Because I mean, because I think it was like one of the spec requirements for the RAM for Watch Dogs was like 12 gigs or something. I was just like thinking, what kind of game needs 12 gigs of RAM when Call of Duty Ghosts said it needed like 16 or something, or something ridiculous.
Was that recommended?
That was recommended.
Okay.
And in fact, when people tried to play the game, they checked the task manager when the game was running, and they never saw it spike any higher than like 2.5 gigabytes. And I'm just like, oh, well, where's this point that you need like 16 gigabytes or something like that, or 6 gigabytes actually?
I think that they could have been doing it, just to ensure that the market that they're going towards is aware that they need a higher end computer, not because the game really requires it, because it would make their lives a lot easier when they don't have to say, the support don't have to say, oh well, you've got a potato for a computer, and you should have looked at the specs first.
Well, no. The
So
thing
you
is,
can't play the game.
the thing is that they're advertising that this game requires these ridiculous specifications to be able to run at, their recommended quality settings and everything. And those recommended specs were completely false. There was no need for 50 gigabytes of hard drive space. There was no need for 6 gigabytes of RAM. There was no need for bloody... I can't remember what else they had for Call of Duty Ghosts, but there was no need for basically the majority of it. You could run the game pretty much fine on a much lower sort of spec rig. It was just that they... I don't know, they just put false
Well,
advertising.
what if it was like a marketing? I'm just being.
I think it is a marketing thing.
A marketing tactic to make you think, wow, if it needs 16 gigs, it must be fucking good.
It must be
But
like
no.
really next gen stuff right there, but it's probably it wasn't.
Exactly.
It was appalling.
But I mean, it's a problem, I guess, with Watch Dogs, because I mean, there's always the problems with console ports on PC and stuff. I mean, I didn't get to play State of Decay myself, but if I remember correctly from stuff I read and heard and from videos I watched, there was it wasn't a very good port onto the PC. And I think the same for Prototype 2. Prototype 2, I even experienced problems with the port. It's so bad on PC, Prototype 2. It just lags and stuff, and you had to actually go and alter your graphics card settings just so you could fix the issues. But it's a problem if a game's requesting that much resources, because it gives you an idea that yes, maybe the company is willing to roll out some great content, but do they really care about it if it runs stably after the first stable after the first 10 minutes of gameplay?
Yeah. I think just ports in general aren't that great. I mean, there are some good ports, but those are quite rare from what I've seen.
No.
I think Square Enix is a very good company that makes good ports. For the most part, I think most of their games have been ported over pretty well. There isn't any issues with it, like Deus Ex, Human Revolution, I think Far Cry 3 as well. I don't know if they did Far Cry 3, I think they did. But yeah, they do quite a few games that run well on PC and on console. So that's always good.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on to a different topic. How about... Well, this is a bit of old news, but if you guys haven't heard that Facebook has acquired Oculus Rift, then you've probably been living under a rock, considering Facebook is a big social network company and stuff. But yeah, they acquired Oculus a while ago for something like $2 billion. $2 billion. Yeah,
oh my god.
Which is nothing to Facebook. It's nothing. It's like
No.
petty cash.
But it's just so stupid, because if you think about it, it's like, are they thinking that Oculus Rift will be the next Google Glass, and that they're going to be... I mean, I bet the main thing they want to do is get a stronger idea of what gamers are doing. Are they playing horrors and stuff like that? But I mean, it's just so disappointing that such an innovative piece of technology can be bought out by the fuck group called Facebook. It's terrible. I mean, it could have... And all the people who invested... Kickstarter money into the thing. That's one of the big problems as a result, is people said that they put like thousands of dollars and stuff of their own money into it, with goodwill to get this project off the ground, and it's just been bought for $2 billion. Are they going to get their money back? Or because they didn't pay for Facebook to get their money, they paid for, like, I'm going to call the organization Oculus because I don't know what the actual organization name is, but they paid for them to create an innovative piece of technology, and now Facebook, this huge organization, has it. It's just disappointing, really.
Yeah, a lot of people were like buying into the idea that this is kind of like a garage project kind of thing, like just bring it out into the open for,
And that's
sale.
fantastic.
And people also expected that it wasn't going to be controlled by any large corporation or anything. It was just completely solely owned by Oculus, no one else, stuff like that. So they didn't have to worry about any bloody regulations or copyright or whatever laws. I don't know any of that, but ever since Facebook acquired Oculus, there was a lot of backlash from the supporters, you know, loyal customers, I guess. They were very disappointed with their with what they did, because it was kind of like a betrayal to all of them. Because I think they did say that in one of their earlier posts or whatever for Oculus, that they had no intentions of ever being owned by some larger corporation, something along those lines. But they completely went back on that when Facebook, you know,
Look at them fucking now.
waved $2 billion in front of their eyes, and they just went for it. My real question would be, what use does Facebook have for the Oculus? That's the real question. I mean, the device is mainly targeted towards gaming and gamers, so I do not see how Facebook is going to use the Oculus to help improve its experience, aside from possibly bringing the whole social thing, Facebook social thing, into virtual reality. But really,
I can't see what the point of that is.
Do we need that? Do we really need that for social? I mean, if you want to be bloody meet your friends virtually, you might as well just go out and bloody meet them.
Exactly. I mean, it's just like soon people are going to be like McFatties weighing in at like 700 kilos because they don't leave the house for their, like, even for social interaction. It's just stay at home for absolutely everything you can do. Oh, and the benefit is you get 24/7 advertising from Facebook. I mean, to think, the fact of the matter is, Facebook, despite being how big they are and the endless amounts of money they have, the fact that they're able and readily choosing to throw $2 billion at a headset that you tilt, that uses I don't know, like a
Gyroscopes or something.
gyro or something to tilt with your head and turn with your thing. They put $2 billion towards that. Now, I don't know if we've been told on like articles and news and stuff on the internet, for example, what they really intend to do with it, but what's their ulterior motive with this? I'm almost certain that there's no way do they even give a shit about furthering the game industry, for example.
No.
So, so what are they going to do with that?
I do
and
know
what are they
that-
going to do with the information?
I do know that according to their statement or whatever that was posted, that they're going to do nothing with Oculus. Like, they're not going to influence or make Oculus do anything that they don't want to, kind of thing. It's like Oculus is still going to work independently to Facebook, but it's just owned by Facebook. So as far as I know, Facebook won't influence Oculus in any way or something along those lines, but I think that's completely bullshit.
But another thing to think about is, because you see how huge Facebook is and how many different things they're buying out and integrating into their services and so on. If they were willing to throw $2 billion at this product, all we really got told was that Facebook has bought out Oculus Rift. They now own Oculus Rift, but I don't know if it's been on the internet or on articles and news and stuff, but do we know if Facebook had been at them for months threatening with legal action to find some little clause, some obscure clause they've broken so they can throw them all in jail or something, or here's the $2 billion and we're going to keep raising until we buy you out, all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it might not have been a malicious, just money-grabbing thing by them. I really hope that's the case, because all the people they screwed over and all the organizations and gaming dev companies that are saying we're rejecting Oculus Rift. I mean, Notch even rejected it.
Yeah, Notch.
I mean, he's an indie developer, but he's a big one, and if he's saying that he's rejecting Oculus on one of the most popular games, I guess, that there is out there, then wow. I mean, look at the backlash that's happened. I hope Facebook regrets their $2 billion investment, honestly.
I think you should be saying Oculus should be regretting their decision to go with Facebook accepting their deal.
Well, I hope that too. That they should be disappointed that they were so easily bought out. I mean, well, not easily when you got $2 billion thrown at you, but still, fuck you. Still.
But yeah, Notch did say on some page on his site that basically when he heard that Facebook had bought out Oculus, he cancelled any sort of project that he had planned for making Minecraft compatible with Oculus, basically. So, and I think in his own words, he said something about Facebook giving him the creeps or being creepy.
Yeah, well, we agree on that. I hate Facebook and you hate Facebook, so good on you, Notch.
I don't really like
We're
Facebook, but the thing is I still have to use it to promote the channel and everything, so it's kind of a
Well, you might want to
sword.
stop talking then, because
It's a double-edged sword.
but I mean, I'm not on Facebook at all. I've got a clean slate, and I'm really happy about that.
See, the thing
I mean,
is-
when I go for a high-profile job, I guess with the government, for example, they can't get anything on me because I'm not on Facebook, I'm not on Twitter, I'm not on MySpace, any of that shit. But I mean, everyone in some way is Facebook's bitch, even if you're not on there as a member. They still own information about you, and I bet they're working hand in hand with Google, for example.
The thing is that Facebook also, when you sign up for Facebook, you're basically giving them a lot of your personal details away for free, and more than likely Facebook is probably selling them to some third parties to make a bit of money as well, which isn't great. It's not good. Well, I guess we'll probably end it here for the first episode of GamerPod Mini. Thanks everyone for watching, and if you liked it, please like, favorite, or subscribe, whatever. Share this with your friends, and I guess we'll see you again next time. Please leave some comments, and
See you.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye.
How steep do you want to make this pyramid?
Oh, about 65 degrees
I would go with 65 being pretty good.
max level. So basically, in game, max everything. You'd assume that they should be basically capable of playing the game.
Now, if he starts flying around